Oh, there you are, YouTube. Do subscribe if you're interested. Just tried to tried to take a drink of that, and it's not even open. I'm a few beers in. Low ABV stuff though, so I'm pretty normal, but I also kind of feel it. But hydrating with some water, some bubbly water, seltzer water, sparkling water I think is what we call it. And this is mango flavored. I like mango because it tastes like pine trees. There's a hint of pine in it. You ever notice that? So again, this is just water, non-alcoholic. But there is a place, was a place in town that had this beer. It was a IPA that they would like toss mangoes in to the brewing process. But it wasn't overly fruity because I don't think I like fruity beer. But this beer that I had it was called Amara, I think is what they called it. And AMRA, Amara IPA, I think. And that stuff was just so good. I mean, you can get it in cans, but used to get it on tap. And it was just so good because it wasn't overly fruity. It really only brought forward the pine of mangoes. And it was just amazing. And mangoes are so sweet, but this beer wasn't sweet. But anyway, it was just like the flavor, which is great because the flavor, I don't know, when it comes to mangoes, I feel like you can separate the sweetness and the flavor. Like, sure, it has a sweet flavor, but there's also just like a flavor, apart from the sweetness. And it was like this beer had the flavor of mango more than it had the sweetness of mango. There was almost no sweetness to it, which I like. I've had some sweet beers and I'm not as into them. I do like the sours though. Okay, so let's do a random ranking. Well, I'm already like almost 3 minutes in. We're gonna go to my movie collection behind me, pick out 3 movies at random. I might just do that right now. And then we will rank those movies from most favorite to least favorite, based on whatever criteria, I'll just pick whatever this is. Whatever criteria pops up, and then I'll rank them here in the I'll rank them here in the video. If you'd like to rank them in the comments, please feel free to do so. I'm trying to hydrate. I don't want a hangover in the morning. My friend, Garage Movie Club, my buddy Garage Movie Club on YouTube, he told me to drink Pedialyte. That'll take away a headache. I guess I don't know if it'll take over a hangover. I think he told me it takes away a hangover. So you're drinking, then end your night with Pedialyte, and then you should feel fine in the morning. I'm not a doctor, so don't listen to me. And I may have misheard him. Anyway, the movies we have are Vampire in Brooklyn. I feel like I just reviewed this movie, didn't I? Am I wrong? Not reviewed, but ranked it. I feel like I ranked it recently because maybe I own 2 copies. Maybe I own 2 copies because I feel like I just did this. But anyway, I like this movie, but I do have a problem with it. My problem is the end. It's very tacked on. Feels very audience tested. It was like they didn't have an ending that was satisfying, so they filmed something extra for a laugh, and I just don't think it's good. It feels very false, just like the ending in City Slickers 2. That feels very tacked on and artificial and fake and audience tested. And that's what I don't like about this movie. Next we have Walk the Line, which is how Reese Witherspoon won an Oscar. Which is weird because I know she won an Oscar, but I feel like we don't think of Reese Witherspoon as an Oscar winner. Does anyone else feel that way? Like, she's done a lot since, and maybe more for TV, but I feel like when we think of her, we're not like Oscar winner Reese Witherspoon. Joaquin Phoenix is amazing. Story of Johnny Cash and June Carter. And yeah, I like this movie a lot. I think it's good. I mean, I said a lot like it's like one of my favorite movies. It's not, but I do like it. I think it's good. But it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's like stuck in the slip. Stuck in the slip. Okay. And then we have Stephen King's The Shining, the miniseries version, the made-for-TV version, which is more accurate to the novel, if you are familiar. I'm not familiar because I don't read books that often that are considered fiction. It's just not what I do very often. So, from the Little Rascals, right there, plays Danny, and you know, this is interesting. If you want to know more about the book, this is a pretty cool thing to watch. But you know, I think Kubrick's is more fun, more interesting. But you do get some, you know, creepy stuff like that. But it does feel a little bit more for TV, you know. But I don't dislike it. But I'm not watching it much, you know. So there we go. How are we going to rank these? I think I'm going to go... The ending of Vampire in Brooklyn, just, I find so displeasing. I'm going to put that at the end. Then I'm going to put the Shining miniseries, and then I'm going to put Walk the Line. But here's the thing. I'm not overly passionate about any of these. Like, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one until the end. But I'm not passionate about any of these. None of these are striking my fancy in a way to where I'm like, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. I don't know, maybe the more I think about it, this one does, but I'm not passionate. I really like the music, though, because they did the singing. So if you listen to, you like can listen to all the songs from the movie sung by the two of them, which is awesome. So I think maybe I like the soundtrack maybe a little more than the film. But anyway, this is my ranking today. Walk the Line, Stephen King's The Shining, the made-for-TV version, and then we have Vampire in Brooklyn. My question to you is, have you seen these movies? And if so, what do you think of them? And if you've seen all three, how would you rank them? I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments below. And perhaps I'll see you tomorrow for more Pure Hangout.